best, but God knew better.
Parmalee are one of those bands where numbers have become increasingly difficult to ignore. More than 2 billion streams, 6 number one country hits, 5 of those coming consecutively, and multiple platinum singles, and a run that has made them one of the most consistent bands on the US country radio. Take My Name becoming Billboard's most played country song of 2022, while Cowgirl spent 4 weeks at number one, becoming Parmalee's longest running chart topper. And they haven't exactly slowed down, with recent releases of How Do I Let You Go, God Knew Better, and having continued the momentum, and with the latter arriving as one of the most added songs in country radio. Parmalee, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, man.
That's great. What an introduction. Thank you.
Now, we've obviously, with those 6 number ones and more than 2 billion streams, and you've been doing this for years, what's taken you so long to come to the UK?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
The golden question. I think at first our label was a independent label. They just weren't servicing internationally, so our music really wasn't there. And the rest of it's our fault. We should have, just been chomping at the bit to do it, and things just didn't fall in place. But now we're coming, thank God, and we got, especially after Cowgirl did so well over there, and it's time. It's time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the music scene of country and the combination between rock and country actually has kind of boomed over the last 5 to 10 years. But do you feel that's because it's time because of the country scene over here, or you guys feel that it's the right time to bring it to these shores?
I think it's booming over there has a lot to do with it, to be honest. In general, the genre's, gotten massive worldwide, and, streaming really kind of rolling out and getting bigger and bigger, and people discovering and all that. I think it's all of it combined together. Really, it is.
Now, obviously, as this is your first trip over here, I don't know if you know this about the UK and British audiences. They tend to listen to the lyrics a lot more than, say, the American audiences, and they tend to hang on every word. Do you have any idea of how the audience is going to kind of react to you on stage?
Hopefully good.
Hopefully good. Yeah. We're trying not to psych ourselves out.
Yeah.
We've talked about it, and adding a few extra songs to the list, and obviously doing all the hits, but pretty much bringing our show that we do over here, and some couple more extra things that we're really excited about.
Excellent. You're used to playing kind of big stages, and from over your career, and kind of small stages to big stages. Is there any sort of anxiety about stepping onto a stage over here, regardless of its size?
Well, there wasn't.
Not sure you start talking about it. Absolutely not. But now I think about it,
We're going to be so excited. I mean, I think it's more excitement.
Yeah, we're ready. We've been doing this for a long time, and we're just ready to go over there and show everybody what we got.
Yep.
And we just hope everybody likes it over there like they do over here. So we're going to bring
the streaming numbers from here kind of show how much people are kind of already listening to your music and loving it. But has that affected how the set list that you're going to have on the stage? Are you going to kind of do the greatest hits, or an introduction to Parmalee, or is it going to be kind of like a normal kind of stage set?
We're adding a few songs, and we also have some new songs we're playing, so we're kind of changing it up just a little bit. But
we're not changing anything. We're adding.
Yeah, we're adding to it.
Yeah, we got going.
That's what we like to
But we treat our shows like, a lot of times, like, people who don't know who we are, might be their first concert. We make sure they get to know us throughout the set. So that's one thing we make sure to do in our set, is to introduce ourselves to the audience and bring them in and make them feel like they're part of the family, like we are.
We're family, if everybody didn't know.
Yeah.
So we call our fans the Parmalee family. So we'll introduce ourselves and talk to everyone and just try to bond, make a big bond.
Excellent. And I think that's one of the reasons of your success is that bond that you've had, because you are literally family and friends that you've been together for so long. Is the 5 consecutive number one hits and the incredible run that you had, is there a pressure there to kind of keep that up, and does that affect the the family dynamic that you have together?
Yeah, I mean, it's always the pressure's always there, and I think sometimes when you get when it's coming fast. Things might get easier, but now we're chasing it and it gets tougher and the tension gets out. I mean, it's always a cycle, man. It's always going to be like that. But we've been through so much together that it's just part of it. To be honest with you, just got to keep grinding and keep focused, and don't focus on negative things. Kind of look forward and try to move forward together. Kind of the goal.
That's it's so. Do you feel like you've made almost like understood the Parmalee formula now? Like when you hear a track now, you ultimately that's a hit straight away. That's going to be a single.
I wish I knew that answer for everything. I know, like we said before, what feels good, what you feel in your gut is right, and then you can kind of get a lot of times the songs will raise their hand, especially if you're playing them, around your crowd and people like that. They will tend to like one song will kind of stick its hand up, but doesn't necessarily mean that's going to be the one. I mean, it's. I wish I knew that magic formula, but it is. It's you just gotta go with your gut, I guess. But every song we do has our thing on it. We know it's a Parmalee song. If it's a song we didn't write, obviously, and if somebody pitches to us, we know immediately if it's a song for us and how it would sound if we did it.
Yeah, it's got to feel right for you to be able to kind of to work. But you seem to be kind of choosing the right material at the moment. So, but go back to Cowgirl. Did you at that moment when you kind of did Cowgirl? Did that feel? Did you know it was going to be as big as it was?
We hoped.
I had a feeling that it had something to it. We all knew when we heard it that it was like this has got something, and we know our fans enough, and we know. Like I said, I never call a song a hit or a smash until it is. But that one, it just felt right, and we just took a chance, and it took a minute, but we knew in our gut if people get to hear it, then they're gonna want to hear it, and that's exactly what happened. Stayed 4 weeks, I think, at #1, which is crazy.
Yeah, it's insane numbers. But so, do you go moving forward with your career and kind of developing as maturing as a band and stuff, and with your work? Do you think it's almost important to know that you're making a record for what you want to make, and not just because it's going to kind of try and reach the the heights of the previous one?
I think there's a push and pull on both of those. I think that if we did an album that's just what we wanted to make, it probably wouldn't be a single up there. It'd be all band rock.
God would have us doing a bluegrass album.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about it is that we all agree on the songs, and if I'm singing the song, my thing is I have to love this song, and I think that's where we find our common ground, and we also know that we are doing it for our fans. They're the boss, to be honest with you. And you got to kind of gauge on what they're going to want to hear in a lot of ways. And you think about, radio and you also think about streaming. So you think about songs for all of that, but you also want to put, our thing on it and bring our personal experiences to it. But like I said before, I gotta love the song and want to sing it every night and not get tired of it. And typically that's my gauge on the song, and I mean, because nothing better than singing a song you love every night. Yeah,
and the audience know that when they can see, and so they can kind of tell and kind of feel the vibe off you. And the influences that you use in your music kind of spread out of country a little bit. You've done some great collaborations with other artists from kind of different genres and stuff. How important is that country label to you, or do you feel like we shouldn't really kind of be pigeonholing you into that?
Well, we've always been in Parmalee lane. It was always, before we got to Nashville, we were too country for the rock label to sign us, and we were too rock for the country label to sign us, and we were too pop for this, and too not pop enough for pop. We've always been in this little lane of us, and luckily when Eric Church and Big and Rich and Jason Aldean brought a little bit of edge to country music back in the 2010 or whatever, that area, we were kind of starting to come up, and it worked out good for us. But we were raised on all of it. We're from the country. We talk country. We grew up country. We listened to that, but we also we're a 4-piece rock band, and we also listened to a lot of pop music growing up. And Josh grew up on bluegrass, and we grew up on blues and soul, and grandma listened to George Jones and things like that. So it's just
Mhm.
I think we'll always have that hodgepodge, and which makes
Yep.
our sound us. It's a little bit of everything in there.
Yeah, I mean, you've been described as, country pop, country rock, and I think somebody described you as the cow-boy band at one point, which is
That's it, Al. We'll take it.
so I think you should own that kind of market and just kind of
I
go
love it.
that.
I love that.
But do you feel country has kind of obviously it's changed over the last, but do you feel it's got better, or do you think it's just got bigger?
I think it's gotten. I think it's gotten bigger. I think it's always been these aspects of country, where it's kind of moving now, and I just think it's just doing its thing, like it always does, and it's just gotten bigger with people being able to stream and getting accessibility to it, and song and also using blurring genres. It's calling country, but it's using other genres. There's more rock and hip hop and everything in country now than it was, and now more Western, to be honest with you, than it has been. So it's just this blending of everything, and there's so many subgenres, and just. But I think people are really connecting with it, and it's awesome to see. To be honest with you.
And it is lovely to kind of see that kind of warmth kind of coming to you guys, because you have been doing this. You've been doing it for 2 decades now. It's coming up to, isn't it? So, is there and talking about that, is there a point where you thought this isn't going to happen, and we might have to kind of step away, or has it always been let's just keep going?
It's always been let's just keep going.
Absolutely.
And the thing is that the more you get along, the idea is to have it be more fun and less stressful and easier. And finding that is sometimes difficult, but that's more the goal these days. The goal was to get a record deal. Let's get a hit. Let's tour, and it's about trying to find the peace and the fun in it, and but also still moving forward and being excited and wanting to put out new songs and connecting with more people coming over to visit you guys for the first time. This is a brand new thing for us, so this is great. It's a great chapter.
We just got together to play music for a living, and we're doing that. That's all we want to do. So that's making us happy. And get to come to England and rock out is dream come true.
I mean, and then that's, as you said earlier about being on stage and kind of singing the songs that you want and putting that into it. People are going to tell that, and we can obviously see that in your performances anyway. So to see it firsthand over here is going to be fantastic. And talking about the reception, when this weekend when we kind of country calling, is this going to be the stepping stone into the UK, and kind of are we hopefully going to see you back more?
Yes. Oh, we're coming back.
We're gonna ramp it up, because this is something that we've been working on, and we know we should have been coming over there, and it's just things just didn't pan out just right. So this is it's the kickstart.
Yep.
We're looking forward to it, because it's just been on top of mind for the past couple of years, big time.
Now, there's a couple of people that have already talking about on the country calling kind of like social forums and stuff about what songs you're going to play, and what songs they want to hear. And obviously, "Take My Name" I think it's probably been played as the wedding song for like millions of people.
Oh yeah.
Is there a sense of responsibility of kind of creating those moments for people, or are you just out there to have fun?
I think it's both. I think we've set our show up to make those moments and to bring people in, and but also it's also fun. We've set our the whole show's high energy, and we just have a good time. We do have our I got the lovey-dovey side. I don't know what you call it, the sweet side, but we also have our party side. There's two different sections of the show, so we always make sure we have fun no matter what.
Yeah, and a slightly more serious side, obviously, God Knew Better. Kind of you built that around, an idea that sometimes not getting what you want is the best thing that could happen. Is that a motto for the band itself? Is that how you kind of move forward over these last 2 decades?
Yeah, 100%.
Well, pretty much our whole career. There's been several occasions where we thought we wanted one thing and we're moving in a certain direction, and then something would happen to lead us into the hands of meeting the right person or being in the right place at the right time. So it's it's happened to us on many occasions that
Yeah.
the plan that we had was not it.
It's life's journey.
Yeah,
Life's
happen
journey.
again.
But here we are now with you guys coming over and on, such a big platform as well. Talking about the emotion of that, kind of the stuff that comes with that, and the songs and stuff. Is there a song that you're going to leave out of the set list because it's too emotional to play? Do you have some tracks that, or you're just going to put them? You're just going to put them all in?
We're actually bringing in more.
We're bringing all the emotion.
We're actually, with "How Do I Let You Go" is one that we're adding to the list. And it's really an emotional song for all of us. And due to being able to see the streams and stuff like that, it's streaming well over there. So we're thinking we're going to add that to the set.
Is there a track that you think that Parmalee fans haven't discovered yet? It hasn't blown up the way you. There's a certain track that you love that hasn't kind of hit the heights of the others that you think it should do.
I think our fans probably heard everything. We're excited to play "I Need Somebody," which is the new song. A track that nobody's heard. We do have we have a new track coming out that's not dropped yet. It's called "Tomorrow's Problem." I cannot wait for people to hear that song, but that's going to be not released yet. As far as the old ones, man, we had "Roots" was a great song back in 2016. We put out as a single, and it was just defined us as a band, and it was one of those songs that just didn't quite get the shot. We went after it, chased it for like a year, and then all these other big artists put out these slower tempo songs at radio, so it never quite got heard, and it was just one of those songs that I felt like never quite got its due, but it's a great song.
I agree with that one.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Hopefully we can play it over here. But we spoke about collaborations earlier, and you're coming to the UK, and there's a load of booming kind of UK and British kind of country artists. Is there a particular British artist that you'd love to kind of do a collaboration with?
Well, Tom did it. He and a couple other guys over there. Robbie J wrote "Cowgirls" or songwriters on "Cowgirl." Yeah. And I know he's in the rap game, but we're gonna see if we can't get him up to do "Cowgirl" with us.
Oh, cool! That'd be amazing.
He's gonna be here, but I'm trying to think. Man, you guys have so many great artists over there,
and we're open to
that. This is the thing. How this stuff happens. You get over here and you meet people. I think the collabs a lot of times that happen that end up doing great are all happenstance, and just and that's the thing. I'm looking forward to coming over and meeting the artists over there that we haven't had a chance to meet yet. I mean, it's just I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I'd love to do something with Harry Styles if he.
I mean, that would be epic if that happened.
Yeah.
But there's a great list of artists on Country Calling and stuff, and I think that a lot of them it'd be amazing to kind of see you guys together and kind of jam. But maybe even if that's just in the back of the green room and it's just you guys jamming out. If it's happening somewhere, the world is a better place for it. So let's see if we can get that happen. Now, I wanted, you talked about your own kind of experiences and stuff, and kind of influences growing up as as kids. Is there a particular track that made you feel this is what I want to do? This is the track that makes me believe that I can make music and I can go out in the world.
Carolina.
Yeah, it's got to be. Us, it was Carolina.
Carolina was the one.
When we finished that song, I think we all collectively said, "Okay, this is the sound we've been looking for."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because since we have a wide range of influence, putting it all together to make all four of us happy was quite a job. But with Carolina, we figured it out.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. So that's the kind of the keystone of your kind of career and kind of the confidence of kind of going forward and moving forward and realizing that you kind of got there. Now, Country Calling, where are you going afterwards? What can we expect from? Are you going back to the States? Are we a little bit of a trip in Europe or? Personally?
We are going back to the States, but we are we've been traveling. We're in Montana right now. We were in Vegas, and we're gonna fly over to see you guys, and we're coming back to Nashville, and then we're gonna be in Canada. I think
Canada. So we're all over.
It's a busy month.
Yeah,
very busy.
Well, what's that like being on the road? Do you have a different persona of you guys on stage? Because obviously you're so close and you've known each other for so long, and literally blood in certain cases. But does that affect how you kind of walk on stage? Is there a mask? Is there a different personality?
Not
So
really.
what we see is what
This
is
we're
the
the
real
same
deal.
guys. Yeah.
We're
It's nice. It's nice to have some more authenticity for that. I mean, the fact that the passion that we kind of see you guys playing is obviously is real, and the fact that it's lovely that you've been able to maintain that. And is there ever a moment in your kind of career where you didn't kind of get along? Obviously, certain aspects. I remember you saying in a previous interview about kind of there's a lot of yelling about decisions that have been made, but you make the decisions together, which seems an important thing. Is that still true?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think we have our moments as anybody, any business owners and or family people do it sometimes. But I think the more we do this, the less we want to argue and fight over anything and do all that stuff. We kind of learn a lot of lessons, but it still happens sometimes. You just gotta figure it out.
It's all about communication.
Yeah.
Well, you're in a job.
Always about
You're
the
never-
communication.
You're never off.
Yeah.
You're always at work, no matter
Yeah.
where you're at.
But I would
Yeah.
say this, like if we are arguing about a song or how the set list is going to go or something like that, with us it's never personal. We don't have personal beef. We might have some decisions that it might have to be lured to actually be a part of. But
it's all part of the kind of the business, and you can walk away from that, and that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, your time's precious. So I just want to ask you one more question. Again, on the stage, when you've walked off, what is the one thing that you want the audience to know about you guys, and walk away from it? What's the one thing that you, as a band, giving it to British audiences?
Just know that we appreciate more than anything on this earth to be able to get on that stage and play music and have people work all week and use their paycheck to come pay to see us. And I know it takes parking and hotels and babysitters and all that stuff, and we just appreciate it so much.
Have fun.
And we want them to have had fun at the show. That's the main thing, to leave with a smile and know that we appreciate everybody from the bottom of our hearts that come out and support us and allow us to live this dream. So we know and we appreciate it. We don't take any of it for granted.
Oh, that's fantastic, and I'm sure that's how everyone's going to walk away with that. Guys, you've been it's been an absolute privilege talking to you. The show's going to be amazing. I don't have to wish you well, because I know it's going to be amazing, and I hope to see you many times back in the UK.
Yeah, we will be back.
Yeah. Thank you, Felix.
Thanks a lot, guys. Cheers.
The best gift ever thought I knew best, but God